Well, hey everyone, it's Black Child here. I wanted to do a quick kind of, and it's not really an I told you so video because this is somebody's life what we're talking about. But I did see a day or 2 days ago that a friend of Corey Haim um, has come forward now and said that it was Charlie Sheen who raped Corey Haim on the set of Lucas, which is what I said in the video. And people were saying, "Oh, I'm a conspiracy theorist. How dare I say stuff about their hero, Charlie Sheen?" Charlie Sheen talked about 9/11, and he talked about Building 7, and that I was totally wrong, and that and that I was just making things up about him, and that so was Denise Richards, which was where all this came from, was the court divorce papers that they had online. And I mean, these court papers have been online for decades about Charlie Sheen and his addiction to child pornography. She was saying that in the deposition or whatever the statement, and still. And what's crazy is the media hasn't brought that up still, and they just kind of have let it go. And then they pretend now with all this Weinstein stuff, Kevin Spacey, like, oh, we're going to do something about it. But how is it that Charlie Sheen became the #1 highest paid television actor after the stuff that Denise Richards had said about him, and no investigation, no anything? So it's really all bullshit. But when I released the video almost 2 to 3 years ago, Corey Feldman, the one that's still alive, did tweet the video out. And my issue with Corey Feldman is that he is not saying Charlie Sheen's name. I mean, he's like, oh, if you give me $13 million, I'll tell you who it is. And everybody's basically saying he's going to be pointing to dead people, etc., etc. But my thing is, you tweeted my video, Corey Feldman, and the crazy thing is that he still won't come forward and say that it was Charlie Sheen who did it. So now one of his other friend, or a friend of Corey Haim's, I guess, was like, well, you know what, if you're not going to do it, if you're going to be pussy about it and not say who it was, then I'm going to. So we ended up having a true reveal from someone who wasn't Corey Feldman. So he's playing games, and everybody's like, well, he could get killed, his family could get killed, etc., etc. But his family has already turned on him. I mean, I was reading where his mother was saying, oh, he's an actor, he's doing this for the publicity, he's making it up, he's doing all this, and I mean, at this point, what you have to lose? What, they're gonna kill you? I mean, they basically killed Corey Haim. They killed your friend. So I mean, if it's worth your soul, then I don't know. But Corey Feldman, I'm still very much disappointed in, because he's not even acknowledging what this person. I mean, again, he did tweet the video I did, which for me was confirmation that it was true, which is what I knew it was true, because all you need is all the evidence. The CPS, Child Protective Service investigation into him, which they would never do in LA, and it was so bad, clearly, that they took the kids away, which for a high level Masonic, Illuminati type person like Charlie Sheen, that it was clearly a big deal. So his kids got removed. They have the pictures. Denise Richards, the deposition back in 2004, 2005. Maybe I think it was 2006. I don't know, but it was early 2000s. Then after CPS took his children away, then Denise Richards took his kids, his new kids, and then wrote another letter, or wrote some letter to CPS that they leaked about how the children were exhibiting classic symptoms of abuse, and as far as I'm concerned, ritual abuse. So. And I mean, this guy's still walking around. I mean, he's lying very low now. I mean, you don't really hear many of these Hollywood people running their mouth nowadays, because everybody's quiet because they don't know where the next shoe is going to drop. But as I've said years ago, not the main, but one of the people that has to be brought down in this whole thing is Charlie Sheen. And as far as I'm concerned, this is pathetic. This whole show that they're doing, nobody's going to go to jail. You know, it's all just bread and circus, basically. So, I mean, but I do think that maybe possibly with all this happening, it may lead to more black and Hispanic people, you know, minority people being able to enter that industry without paying rituals, and being able to change the game and change, you know, the type of media we're seeing now. But I mean, who knows if that's going to happen. The point is, though, is I kind of wanted to do a quick thing to say, yeah, I kind of told you so about it. And for all the people who were sitting up like, oh, well, you know, Charlie Sheen talked about Building 7. I mean, anybody can talk about Building 7. I mean, that's not like you have discovered the Holy Grail. Okay, everybody knows Building 7 was controlled demo. How about we talk about, you know, a few feet away, where almost 2,000, over 2,000 people lost their life. Well, excuse me, because I mean altogether 2,000 people, but I mean over 1,800 people, 15 to 1,800 people lost their lives. And let's, you know, so Charlie Sheen saying Building 7 means nothing to me. And of course, I'm actually 100% sure that Charlie Sheen could be exposed tomorrow, and I doubt Alex Jones will say anything. Because again, as I've said before, I was the only person, literally the only person on the internet besides Daily Mail who I actually read the article from and then got the clip from, was the only person who ever talked about this woman on Dr. Oz show saying that.
How did you and Charlie meet?
Charlie and I met through a mutual friend, Alex Jones. Alex Jones.
That she was having unprotected sex with Charlie Sheen, that she claimed that she knew he was HIV positive, but that she was having unprotected sex with him for months or whatever. And then when Dr. Oz asked her how did she know Charlie Sheen, or how did she meet Charlie Sheen, she said Alex Jones. And he has never responded. Nobody has. I mean, that was just it. I mean, I posted the video and nobody has ever said anything about that. Of course, including Alex Jones, so, you know, if Charlie Sheen continues to get exposed, I'm interested to see how Alex Jones is going to respond to that. I think people should hold Alex Jones to the feet to the fire about this one, because truly it does expose how Alex Jones is a part of this matrix system, obviously. So, you know, it's just very disappointing that it has to take people to die. It has to take years and decades of hurt, depression, anger, and all this before, and more people being hurt by the perpetrators, until somebody finally is going to come forward and say what happened, you know. And that's my issue with Corey Feldman, is that he's not stopping anything. Stop the ones that are still alive and that are still doing it. And I mean, and then what's so crazy is him being, quote, you know, a public victim of everybody knowing who he is. I'm assuming that probably a lot of other people who have been abused by these people have come to him. So he knows a whole lot more than just what happened to him in Court Haim, you know. But he's playing a game, you know, just like everybody, but he's playing a game with people's lives. You know, don't, you know, say, oh, well, I'm going to release if you give me $13 million and if you do all this. Like, you could just go on YouTube right now and expose it. But he's saying, I kind of understand what he's feeling like, because he feels like if he comes forward with the people's names that are still doing it, he'll never be able to do anything ever again in Hollywood. So he feels like you should basically pay his retirement, because he's going to have to leave Hollywood. I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking he's thinking. But again, I mean, stop these people now. Just like, let's end this. But I doubt that'll happen also. So, you know, to the people who were defending him, just stop, because he's a piece of shit, is what I've been saying from day one. And all you need to do, I mean, you can just watch the video I did, Charlie Sheen Ritual Abuser. You can watch it. Or you could just read what Denise Richards wrote in the the divorce paper. You know, she was saying this stuff years ago, and nobody ever did anything. So we'll see. We're waiting and just seeing what's going to happen. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about that because it was something I'd seen, and I wanted to address it and say and make a few statements to a few people, including Corey Feldman. You know, don't waste people's time. You tweeted my video basically confirming what I had said in the video, and then people are going, oh, it was Steven Spielberg. They're arguing with me about it. Corey Feldman is tweeting the video, and people are still arguing with me that it's, you know, Steven Spielberg, or it's this person, it's that person. I'm telling you, it was this guy, and then he tweeted the video. So Corey Feldman should get off the pot. Like, stop wasting people's time. Alex Jones, I mean, you know, I definitely want to hear what Alex Jones's take is on all this, especially since he went on The View, not to red pill them, basically, you know, not to tell them about how horrible the Federal Reserve System is, and you know how, you know, there's abduction rings going on out of third world countries, elite Satanism, and all this other stuff. He didn't say anything on that. You know, he was defending Charlie Sheen against, you know, some Jewish guy at CBS. So I'd like to hear what he has to say about all this. And I think he also should, I mean, will he ever respond to what that woman said on Dr. Oz show? I mean, you were, I mean, what was going on here? You know, so I don't know. But one thing I've learned actually is that if I do a video about Alex Jones, they'll monetize it. They actually really don't like him. Like, I will admit that he is totally right about that. If you do videos about him, they'll always monetize them. They'll be on your side. Like, they'll be like, you know what, you can keep this video up, but the video deserves to stay up because nobody else has it online.
How did you and Charlie meet?
Charlie and I met through a mutual friend, Alex Jones. Alex Jones.
So, yeah, but you know, it's not fun to be right about, you know, people's lives being destroyed, but you know, I mean, and I just hope that we continue doing this stuff, exposing these degenerates, and hopefully pretty soon they'll be wiped off the face of the earth. So we'll see. Anyway, that was it. So until next time, stay in the truth, stay in the Lord. All right.